what fire does in just a brief instant like that, you know how damaging those fires can be. And we saw those flames leaping up this morning when we burned what seemed to be a huge pile of palms that was left over from last year that are now just in a small bowl at the front of the church. What fire does in one brief instant, time is doing to everything that lives. Those words, remember man, this is what we used to say, that thou art dust, and unto dust thou shalt return. Ashes signify our overthrow by time. C.S. Lewis once said that time is a result of the fall. We weren't born to live in it in that sense. We were born to live in Eden. And that time gives us release from the pressure of living in a broken world. So as those palms burned, I was reminded that everything turns to ashes. Everything whatsoever. The apartment that I live in, the clothes that I'm wearing, all the stuff in my apartment, my money, everything turns to dust. And we remember that this liberates us, just as the fire liberated those palms to become ashes that we will use to remind us of our mortality and to change our lives, to begin to act with dignity toward each other and towards the planet in which we live. So I'm going to conclude with a little poem. It's by a poet called Malcolm Guite, Guibe, and it's on this theme. Receive this cross of ash upon your brow, brought from the burning of Palm Sunday's cross. The forests of the world are burning now, and you make late repentance for the loss. But all the trees of God would clap their hands. The very stones themselves would shout and sing, if you could covenant to love those lands and recognized Christ, their Lord and King. He sees the slow destruction of those trees. He weeps to see the ancient places burn. And still, you make the purchases you please, and still to dust and ashes you return. But hope could rise from those ashes even now, beginning with this sign on your brow.